Your track Soma was actually one of the theme songs for the summers, right? And it was like huge, like massive. It was a bit overplayed, but anyways, why did you guys decide to go all vernac in that context?
It's so hard to write English vocals and not sound pretentious and contrived, especially with dance music. So yeah, I think that's what we've gone vernac, because you can capture so much emotion in a vocal melody without giving any indication of what the person's saying. And I think Costa and I have this common vision of not bringing in language to kind of dilute the melodic emotional response to a song. Yeah.
Zoma's not even a word, really.
Yeah, Zoma's not a word. A lot of it's just made up. But I think we're fascinated by that idea of being able to convey so much emotion beyond language,
yeah.
You know?
If you look at a track like Slappy Slap, that's just
like Slappy Slap. Well, Forgotten People, which wasn't our original vocal, but that vocal was recorded in Rwanda, and there's no way you can listen to that vocal and not have an emotional response, but nobody knows what the hell those people are saying.
Yeah.
So what did Zoma actually mean? I mean, it
No
was
one
a
knows.
big track.
No, really.
Yeah, no one knows.
Shy Zoma, it's like a dance or a feeling or it's whatever you want it to be, really.
And as club DJs and as a producer, I mean, are you guys actually into dance? You guys actually know how to dance? Are you?
No. I used to be able to dance, but I think, like, you know, the weird thing is, like, in the old days, clubbing used to use whatever it was
When
to make.
did you used to be able to dance?
No, I'm saying, like, back in the day, I could dance to like a crowd or to a DJ or whatever, and then you kind of, over the years, you know, when you move away from illegal substances, you can't really dance anymore. It's like what's the point? Like, what am I dancing for? Like, go to Ibiza and you got like 10,000 people and you don't know what am I actually doing. I'm just standing here like, what am I actually doing? You know. So
I danced in Ibiza on a recent trip.
Yeah, but
we do still go out, and I think you see that we go out and we listen to music all the time. It's not you know, we enjoy it. I enjoy dance culture.
And this weekend, you guys will be performing at the Cape Town Electronic Music Festival.
Really?
Yes.
No,
didn't know that. What can your fans expect?
They can expect a new show. It's a full new show. We've gone all out with this one. We're doing stuff that we didn't even understand yet, routing wise in our live show. Like, we got Ryan's going to have 2 keyboards for the first time. We're going to incorporate our new machine controller. Everything's going to run through Ableton.
A shaker made of eagle feathers.
Yeah, eagle feathers. It's just going to be a new live show and a lot of control, or we hope, and a lot of live elements, a lot of new vocals. We're going to incorporate all our vocals of all of our tracks. We're going to mash all the tracks up and merge them. And you're going to find elements. If you listen closely, you'll be able to hear like elements of like Forgotten People with maybe complicated melodies or whatever, depending on what's in key. And it's a lot more active for us because we're going to have to be really
we want to be. I think there's so much hype around African house music at the moment, and nobody's expecting us to be the first really authentic live African house act in the world. So maybe if we just surprise everybody. Except me mum. Me mum knew from day one he was going to be huge.
Yeah, you can see her. She's like our most active Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah, so it is like, well, we hope if we pull it off, it's going to be, we want to be the best live house music act in the world.
Anyways, what's next is to find out. You guys are talking about all your goals and what you're hoping to achieve. I mean, any future plans and any gig guides that you guys want to get out there?
Looking at doing some gigs in Tokyo.
No, that's the truth. Tokyo, we've got
Dubai
coming up.
Yeah, a lot of
interest.
And that was surprising because when we were pushing our really commercial sound, the only country we ever played was Portugal, and I'm so sorry, but it was fucking terrible. It was awful. And yeah, so thank God that we get to travel now without having to go into these, you know, big, flashy European kind of clubs, because that's totally what we hate. It's everything that we hate about the world.
So where do you want to go?
Just real clubs, smaller, more intimate parties away from... People are like, wow, man, you played to 40,000 people. I'm like, there's nothing enjoyable about it for me. I'd rather play to 30 friends in a room because there's a connection and an energy exchange and this whole thing that happens that's meant to happen in live music that totally disappears on big stages. So yeah, I mean, there are exceptions to that rule, but the more intimate parties, I think, is where we belong. And I think that there's a different aesthetic. People always like, where are you going with your sound? And I think that when you're making music for 70,000 people, the whole aesthetic changes. And when you're making music for 400 friends, the whole aesthetic changes as well. So we definitely want to be in the latter.